this is my third time filming, and I swear if I decide I need to film again, I'm going to scream. Anyways, hi guys, and I'm back. There have been a lot of videos that I've tried to make that I've filmed and I've edited, but I'll either forget about them, fall asleep, or just not be happy with them, and then I end up not posting them. So I am back, and it is almost 2 in the morning, and this is my third time filming. I filmed this video once, and it turned out pretty well. And then I filmed a different video, and that entire video got erased, and I was so upset, but it was fine because I had already pre-filmed this video. And then I went to edit, and I realized how bad my makeup looked. I had previously just decided I was going to take it all off and just put on mascara and lipstick because I was just done. And I had tried to put on my makeup like 4 times. It took me 2 hours to do, and I eventually had just given up and wiped it all off, but I didn't know how blotchy my face was until I looked at the footage. So this is my second time filming this video and my third time filming for tonight. I started filming at 10 o'clock. It is now 1:38, so yay. Anyways, I'm back, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Helena Franco, and it is very nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, so let's just get into the questions. So first question of the day is, I asked all my my friends on Snapchat, and I asked them to ask me questions. So first question is from one of my best friends, who's coming to visit very soon this summer. And they said, what would you like to do when I go to North Carolina? Well, they know that I actually like to kickbox. I don't necessarily like go to a gym for it anymore, but I like train at my house and I do what I can, you know, and I would say that I'm okay at it. So he's said a bunch of times that he wants me to teach him how to at least punch, and I was like, okay, I'll do that. Also going to Warped Tour, because me and him are going to try to go to Warped Tour with my friend, my other friend. Me and her are going to go, and then meet him there hopefully. So yeah. Where do you want to travel most in the world? Anywhere in Europe. Anywhere. I love Europe, especially the UK. I've always wanted to visit there. New Zealand, London, just anywhere in there. I've always wanted to go. Sorry, my chair makes so much noise. Always wanted to go. It's always been something I've wanted to do. Next, if you had to choose between pasta and pizza, which would you choose and why? Pizza, because pasta I get really full on really easily. It just makes me feel sick after I eat it. So pizza for sure. Shoe size. My shoe size ranges between 8.5 to 9.5, just kind of depending on the shoe, and I don't really know why. How was your year at Weaver, and how was it versus the expectations you had? My year actually went pretty well. If you don't know, I go to a performing arts high school, and I am a rising sophomore, so this is my first year at high school. And it was really good. I had a lot of great memories there. My favorite memory would be anytime we had a talent show, or the yearbook signing, or when me and my friends danced in the rain to Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. So I love Weaver. I always have, even when I was like younger, and I found out about it and stuff like that, and I decided that's where I wanted to go. It was different from my expectations. I definitely thought that I think in my head I thought that there would be no groups, no cliques, no nothing, and I realized as soon as I got there every high school is going to have that. So there were definitely cliques and stuff, and I guess that was really the only thing that I had expectations for. I think I thought that, I don't know, I definitely didn't expect to get this close with some people so quickly. What is your favorite thing about high school, or your favorite memory? Well, my favorite thing in general about high school is how important every moment seems. Like, I kind of noticed this when I got there, but before, like, every moment didn't seem so important, and you weren't so focused on living, like, in the present. Like, in high school, that's, like, pretty much all you focus is, or at least for me, it was really focused on the present and what you're feeling now instead of what you're going to feel tomorrow, what you're going to feel yesterday, what you're going to feel now. And definitely, my favorite thing about my high school was our talent shows that we had once a month. Sorry, my camera died. But the question was ugly and live forever, or look attractive and die in a year. I would definitely say ugly and live forever, because there's so much more to life than what you look like. And in the end, if someone judges you based on what you look like, then should you really care about what they think? And, you know, that's the thing. Like, I'd so much rather be ugly and live forever and be able to try and, like, accomplish my dreams and be able to do everything I want to do than be attractive and get compliments, but then die in a year. Like, I would so much rather take the first choice. Anyway, how do you start a conversation? Well, this is the thing, okay? I have this tendency to where if I see somebody sitting alone, I go up and I talk to them. And it's just something, like, that I've always done. And everybody, like, or not everybody, but some people do give me a hard time for it, because a lot of the time it could be, like, let's say it was a guy, and I started talking to them, and we were in a conversation, and then they had to go, or I had to go, and I left, and then all my friends were like, oh, who is that guy? It's not like that. It's just, I'm a very awkward person anyways, so I don't like being alone anyways. But if I see someone sitting alone, they can tell me to go away if they want me to go away. But, like, it's something in me that walks up to a person and says, hi. And so the way I start a conversation a lot of the time is I find something that I can relate to them in, or I just start I don't know how I normally start a conversation. That's the thing. It really does depend on the person. Like, I have a friend who I saw maybe once or twice at school before they graduated, because they only went halftime, and it was before a show for school, and I saw them sitting alone, and there was no one else that was not a part of the theater department that was still there except one other kid, and he was hanging out with some people. So I walked up to him and I said, hey, why are you sitting alone? Or no, I didn't. I said, hey, what's up? And he said, hi. And I said, what you doing? And he was like, oh, I have to make up time, and one of the teachers at the school wasn't there yet. And he was like, so-and-so isn't here yet, so I'm just waiting for him. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, I'm part of the theater department. I'm helping out with the show. I'm doing sound. And then we just started talking, and I was like, what are you here for? That's one of the things I love about my school. That's how you can start every conversation, is what are you here for? It starts a great it doesn't necessarily start a great conversation, but it's definitely an icebreaker at my school. You can literally walk up to anyone and just say, hi, what are you here for? Like, it's just great. I love that I can ask that question. So that's probably how I start most of my conversations. What are you here for? Okay. Have you ever taken dance lessons? Who would you want to dance with? I think the only person I'm ever gonna dance with, and this is if this happens, is my husband on our wedding day, and that will be the only time I dance with somebody. Maybe at prom, if I go to prom. But I suck at dancing. I have taken dance lessons, or I took one dance workshop, and it was a theater dance workshop. It was a musical theater dance workshop. And we had to learn a clap choreography routine, and we had to learn a partner routine. And there are videos from that, and there are pictures from that, and you can see how much I did not want to be there. And I felt bad afterwards. Like, I felt like my teachers thought I was being like disrespectful or thought that I was being ungrateful, and it's not that. I was very grateful. During that, I was getting very frustrated with myself because I can't understand, like, it is hard for my brain to process, like, watching me do something and then making sure I'm doing it right, and I don't know my left from right, and it gets very hard for me. I'm just not a coordinated person at all, and you could see it on my face how frustrated I was getting, like, especially in the clap routine, because I can't keep a beat. Like, especially fast beats, I cannot keep a beat, and it was a really fast beat, and they were having us clap, and then you had to like go forward and then go backward and then look up and then go to the side and then go this way and then go this, like, it was a whole lot of stuff, and I couldn't clap and do all that at the same time. I literally decided I'm not doing this anymore, and I like gave up halfway through, and then we had to do okay, I'm sorry, my chair is making so much noise. And then we had to do the partner thing, and thankfully I was partnered with a friend of mine, so that was good. And I told them, I was like, look, listen, and first of all, they were like 3 feet taller than me. I was like, look, listen, I am not coordinated at all. And we had to do like the slow dance kind of thing, and I've never slow danced in my life. And I put my hand on his elbow, and he was like, no, you put your hand on my shoulder. He's like, have you never slow danced? So I was like, no. He was like, have you ever been to a wedding? I was like, yeah. He was like, what? I was like, I just never had anybody to slow dance with. And he kind of chuckled at me, but he was like, it's okay. And I started getting really frustrated. He could see it. He was like, it's okay, just let me lead. But even if he led, I still had to know stuff. So it was just, I can't dance. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Whoosh. I don't know what that whoosh was. I'm in a rolly chair, and the whoosh, it just happened.